many people are trying to look at two devices. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Margie. Hi, Liz. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Miss Judy.
All right, Miss Betty says
Hi,
Facebook
Betty.
is good. YouTube says waiting.
Okay, thanks, Betty. Keep us updated there. We did a test run this afternoon. I don't know any of you that are already subscribed. If you saw on YouTube that we were playing with the cameras and everything. So, Deb, did it do that from the very beginning, or it started out showing us and then went away?
It started out showing, and then when we went down, it froze up.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
then reconnected. But right now we're live,
So we're good?
and we're on your hands.
On my
So,
phone.
Yeah.
So we're
on your
live
phone.
both places? I'm not looking at anything then. Debbie will be technical director of all the cameras in the world. And I will just get to do what I do, which is play with paper. If it's your first time here, either place, Facebook or YouTube, welcome. We're glad you found us. If you watch this later, just know we do Midnight Madness live on the third Friday of every month. And how this is the third Friday already in January, I'll never know. It's crazy. Things go by so fast. All right, Midnight Madness. Where did I put my inserts, Debbie? I wrote on them. I checked off all. Yep, I got them. I picked that up one time and it must have stuck to it. Midnight Madness. If you've never been with us, I'm going to show both places. We do colored page inserts so you can see all the projects. We've got 5 double page layouts. Okay. But my favorite part and what we are known for are the diagrams. If you have a plan of attack, when you get ready to cut into paper, you will have no scraps. You will have extremely versatile pieces. You can rearrange these completely. And I'm gonna have to make some changes. I mean, I know we designed these pages, but that doesn't mean my pictures are perfect. I just do a sample page to show you a suggestion, how it could go and look pretty good. And that's how I will start with my pictures, but I will have to change it. So about 2 years ago, we learned how to make all the diagrams be the actual papers. And I think that has made a difference night and day. Oh, do I need to show those again?
No.
Go on and go down.
Okay.
But I think it's made a difference night and day if you can see the diagrams with the actual papers. Okay, so I took and did, it probably took me about 15 minutes to cut and ink all of my pieces because we were playing with cameras when I did it. But I went ahead and got all of them done, and now I'm gonna try to put them together in the order they are in the kits. And so the first one is Remember Your Why. And at first I was like, well, I'm just gonna put pictures of Keller because he's my reason for just about everything in life. But it's not just Keller. And I had some pretty special pictures of little Lucy and I when I found out that her great grandparents went to the church where I grew up. And she said, I knew that, I just hadn't told you yet. I saw all the hides in the cemetery. Well, she saw the section farther back, not where my grandparents were, but the other section farther back that she saw, there's a lot of Kellers on those gravestones because that's where I got Keller's name. So I think what I'm gonna do on this is the one page. I know I didn't have enough pictures. I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna save the pictures on the first page, these 3, to be pictures of Keller, because I have Keller walking that cemetery with my grandmother. So they're gonna be the first page, and me and Lucy walking it and connecting those dots is gonna be the second page. So that's what I'm gonna put on Remember My Why, meaning remember where I came from. My grandparents, my faith at that church, that's where I was baptized. And when I'm begging God to show me a better life here, he sends me little Lucy and connects the dots to that same place. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And here's the other part. This picture, that fresh dirt is her great grandmother who just passed away a few weeks ago. And I knew and loved her great-grandmother, and those are my grandparents. They're next to each other in that cemetery. And I'm like, God, you couldn't connect that any closer if you tried. So I just love that. All right, how do I do this? I attack a kit by cutting it apart. Check, 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 already did that. The next thing I do is I ink all the edges of the pieces just to give them more definition. Check, I did that. Then when I start to lay out the pieces, I take my cut pieces and my picture of the layout, and I lay those pieces out with the suggestion that has been made. So I'm gonna take and lay all these pieces out and see if my pictures will line up right. I started talking, excuse me, about this step last weekend when we were on, Katie and I were on doing some of the projects last weekend. And she was like, I've seen you do it, but I don't think you ever said it out loud and I didn't connect the dots. And she was like, oh my gosh, that does make it so much easier and faster. And it really does. Like, lay the pieces out like the sample page shows, and then start making changes where you need to. So that's roughly what this shows, okay? So I'm gonna take my pictures. If I save these 3 for Keller, I'm gonna see if these line up right. There's my grandparents and me and little Lucy Lou. Do we have horizontals on this? Oh, all these are horizontals. All right, we're gonna have to see what I can change up. We're gonna put that there. I have 1 horizontal. Okay, let's reimagine this sucker because it's not gonna work. If I go, I can do, Lucy and I spent the whole day together that day, so I can put those in there if I want. Those can be there and there. Do you think my pictures of Keller are horizontal or vertical? Because this can go here, and then it's easy to add another one up here. But then this needs to go this way. So if I have 2 horizontals of Keller, we can do it. All right, y'all, here we go. I'm going to cut this in half at 6. 1 can go there, 1 can go there. So all my stripes are going the same way, so that makes me happy. I'm gonna put a journaling piece here, or that whole piece there is gonna be journal. One of those will, and the other one will be a picture. I will do 2 horizontal pictures here of Keller and my grandmother out there, and I will do a 4x4 here. And that's gonna cover this layout. I still have this piece to put down. It can go here if that ends up being a 4x4, but I'm thinking I want it there. I don't like that off center there. All right, I'm not gluing this down yet. I don't know where it should go. I'm not gluing that down yet, and I'm not going to glue any of this first one down. Debbie, can they see that on air enough to see what I have changed?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the suggestion. This is now what this looks like for me. And as always, when I'm not ready to finish off a page and adhere it down, I take my phone and I snap a picture above it. So I'm gonna know what I need to finish this page off, okay? And how many pictures I need. So I have a picture of the page, I have a picture of the page. And I will roll on from this. I promise to post a completed version of this page in the comments of this video on Facebook when it's done. I do want to show a couple other things. In the diagram for this page, there was a leftover piece. And we showed this 2x6 piece with 3 circles out. I didn't throw it away. I punched the 3 circles, but I have room for a 4th. So I'm saving that for when I finish the page if I need it. Then it had this 2x3 that is right here. Well, there was another 2x3 left over. So I'm keeping that as well. That can be 2 more punch circles. It could be another one of those. It could end up having the stripes going the other way and a notch coming out here. But I'm keeping all of these scraps together with this page because I could use more of them possibly if I'm trying to fill the space. All right, so there is layout 1. Y'all, the others should all get glued together. All right, next up, limited edition. I think I win in the limited edition category because I have a kid named Keller. That boy cannot take a normal photo. I was about to say if he tried, but he can. He can take some really good pictures, but it usually involves me bribing him somehow since a very early age. And even at 30, he still wants to be bribed. Debbie, you're going to interrupt me at any point, right?
Yeah, we have lots of excitement about the way you change stuff around.
Oh, are people watching on both?
And yes, Janice is on both. Miss Judy's on both.
Yay!
Susan's on both.
So they like it?
Janice is on both. Renee's on both.
Okay, so yay, yay?
Yay, yay.
Okay.
And then Sadie said she loved the way you change things around to make the pictures fit on the layout. And Kathy Jones said, that's brilliant. I never thought to snap a pic before I was ready to stick it down.
Oh, always. I mean, there's a lot of times Wendy and I text each other, this way or this way, and snap a pic, but definitely. All right, so I'm on to the second page, limited edition with this kid named Keller. Yes, that's who the company's named after. Now, I've got way more pictures, I think, but I know I'm going to have to rearrange this because I decided with limited edition is just how goofy my kid is. So these were just Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. Can y'all see that face? Can you see that face that kid makes? This is Christmas Eve eating seafood. Do you see this face? He can't just smile. So I have those funny pictures. But then these are Christmas morning and these are action shots. This is Wendy's gift to him. And he starts grabbing tissue out. See it flying in the air? Grabbing tissue paper out. There's another one. And this is what he ended up with because we left sharks. Wendy got him a shark. But he is doing this number, throwing the tissue up. And I snapped as fast as I could trying to get them. So I need these kind of in order. So this layout has everything kind of spread out. So I'm going to play for a minute and figure out where I want these to go. And I feel like they need to be over here because it was Christmas morning. So I'm going to move that for just a second. So it might be limited edition goes under here. And I'm going to see where those go. Him flying with all this stuff in the air. Does 1, 2, 3 kind of get it? 1, 2. Maybe that one you can see his arm and that one's farther back. All right. That kind of helps me see what I want. It feels like motion to me. Okay, then we can go back to these others. That's his silly face looking at Christmas lights. What?
Kim Lanter has you on TV on YouTube.
No, 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 no.
She's
Tell me
finally-
it's a 12-inch
Yeah,
monitor
you
somewhere.
two on my TV. You are now sitting in my living room with me.
No.
Oh my gosh. No, that's amazing. You're sitting
Okay.
in the living room with her.
Okay, Kim.
Miss Judy said this is the way I first found Colors Midnight Madness way back in 2020.
Yes.
This is how Midnight Madness used to be, not 2 screens though.
Right. Well. Okay.
They like it. They like
You keep talking because I'm making decisions.
it. Okay.
I am making decisions.
Miss Betty said limited edition, love it. You have Keller and I have Jake.
Okay.
We all have a limited edition.
We do. Crazy kiddo. No, Kim, that needs to stay down there. I'm getting there. Bear with me. So I'm going to crop a little bit. I'm going to cut this to 4 by 6. Okay. And this one's going on it. Makes sense? Makes sense? So I might be able to leave that one off and be okay. Such decisions to make. I feel like I need, this is tilted, these are tilted. I feel like something else has to be tilted. Gonna get them tilted where we can read this.
Sorry, guys.
All right. That 2 by 6 I just separated so it can stretch and go there. Those are tilted. This is tilted. Ignore that. It no longer looks anything like that. These guys are available for something else. I love all of that. Journaling's gonna go here now, okay? On this square. What goes here? Nope, I like them at the bottom. All right, I'm gluing this much down. And then, and these are made to go sideways. That might be really cute out of there. Do I have enough to journal in both places? I got it. That can start that craziness, and that can go there. And y'all, this now is my journal point. Come on. Good, good.
I love it tilted.
I do. I love it tilted too. All right, so all I need is a piece of cardstock there to journal on, which I think is going to be great. And I have this as extra, but you want to know what? this gives me an extra dot to put somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and ink this and figure out, I'm gonna start adhering. All right, anybody that's got their kit and got pictures that match it, please post them under this live video, because we want to see them. If you're brand new on either platform, Facebook or
YouTube.
thank you, YouTube, the more you comment and talk to us,
And like.
right, like the post and all of that, those are the names we grab for door prizes. So you never know when you're going to see your name posted in a list at the end of the night or the next morning saying, congratulations, you won a door prize. All right, I planned everything out except adhesive. Can I have my bag? Thanks. All right, Debbie, we've managed to pull this off. So next time, I want you sitting right there working too.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Y'all, if you enjoy what you see and ever want to do something nice for me, send me Hermafix refills. That's what I need in my life. All right.
Miss Judy said that you in her lap on 2 phones.
Okay, y'all can quit telling me where you're seeing me because you're going to make me really nervous. Okay, let's try some other adhesive. Here we go. I can do it. All right, I would like to know how many of you stand up when you scrapbook, because I dang sure do. So if you see my fat belly and stuff hanging over in your screen, I'm sorry.
I feel like you can see better
Oh, I definitely can.
from, like you can see the whole picture.
All righty. All right, especially if you're new to us here tonight, say hi. Even just hi from Pennsylvania or New Mexico or South Georgia if you're around the corner. Just, we'd love to know where you're from, and we're very glad you found us. We do sell these kits. If you're on YouTube and don't know about our Midnight Madness kits, we sell these kits. And I only have one left of this month. It's on our website. But you can go ahead and order February and the rest of the year. And you could be making these with us. Okay, whatever type of adhesive this is, somebody gave it to me. Thank you, but I don't think I'd buy one. If you're watching and you work for Tombow, send me some more if you want to prove me wrong. Okay. But if you don't know about Keller's Creations, here are the main things you need to know. This is what I call the Keller's way. I have been in business. May of this year will be 24 years. And since day one, I have been committed to putting out products made in the U.S. And for over 15 years now, we've been self-sufficient on paper. Our white cardstock is so amazing. We call it Perfect White. And it is not just from America. It is grown on trees here in the South. And so, American made, everything else. We design, package, print, ship, you name it. We do it all ourselves. If you like what you see, we designed it. And we want you to be able to do projects in 10 minutes. I try to do multiple projects in 10-minute segments. So before I was on air, I cut all my pieces up. It took about 15 minutes because we were filming. But I prepped for all 5 layouts by cutting them all up. Then I took less than 10 minutes to ink them all. And now, rearranging and making some changes, it's still going to probably take me anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes a layout to get them done. So in the course of one evening, I will have 5 double-page layouts done. And quick, easy. That's simple, meaningful, so dang cute. That's what we say about our stuff. We don't want you to have to purchase 100 tools. You need scissor scissors adhesive paper trimmer and 2 circle punches, a 2-inch and a 1 1/4. That's all you need for our stuff. Everybody that's been here a while can be like, yep, that's exactly what she keeps telling us. All right. Quick tip. I wanted this piece spanning that page, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere it where I want it. And then after I glue these pictures down, I will pick it up and cut it off where those pages meet. I won't cut it first because then I will cut it crooked. Faux show. All right, Deb, everybody still good?
Everybody's good.
All right, do my best to do these sitting down and not mess them up. The whole time I'm working on this, I'm thinking about that first page. Where can I put my hands on those pictures? Y'all, I'm between homes right now. That's a crazy story for another day. But because of that, I don't know where all my photos are. And I've printed those a couple of times. I just don't know if I can print them again because I don't think they're in my phone. But I'm going to find them. All right, now I will flip that over and trim that off from this side. And put them back and glue them down. I feel like this thing is backwards. That's why I keep looking at it. All right, I wish I had a piece. I think maybe in our new cardstock, I will find a piece of blue maybe that I could mat a white square on to do the journaling, right? So if I had a white square here, matted in some kind of blue cardstock to tuck under the edge of that. But that's it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So I don't know how much of that, whoops, how about I turn it right? How much of that you can see and how much of that y'all can see. Excited. I have one more page. Oops, I didn't decide where to put my circle. I knew where I wanted it a while ago. I felt like it needed to be in this neck of the woods. I don't know if I want it here. That's too close to his bald head. I'm gonna go there because I don't want to cover up any of that tissue paper flying through the air. Wendy, if I didn't tell you already, he loved his shark. Yay! 2 pages done. Extra picture on top. All right, so these 2 in the books. One thing I wanted to show too that I saved, and then I can throw this away. On 2 of these diagrams, we cut out or punched out the circle punches we used, a 2-inch and a 1 1/4. And we like to do 6 of them out of a 4x6. If you ever look at those diagrams and go, where do I start? I start with the big on one corner. I do one corner, the other corner, and then I rotate and put one in the center. And then it's easy to see where the small ones go. So I saved that scrap since I didn't punch them live to show you how easy that is. All right, next up is Winter Vibes. Now we are on the Florida-Georgia line. I would say we don't have a lot of winter, but we having some winter right now. So it wasn't about winter weather for me. It was about what we did. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Debbie, can you push me that title? Maybe I can get it. Okay. So Winter Vibes is the title. And I have pictures from last week. I surprised Lex with tickets to a musical event in Tallahassee. And it was called Candlelight Orchestra or something. And so we got pictures outside. I've got too many pictures for this layout, but I've got them. But if anybody's ever been to something like this, let me know. It was a quartet in a church with candles everywhere. And does anybody want to guess? Debbie, you can't tell them. Maybe this is a way to win a door prize. Guess who the 2 artists, ensembles. I don't want to say a couple of words.
There were artists. There were artists.
Artists. 2 types of music that they did. And that's why we went. I was like, that's the most unusual thing I've ever heard of. Now, I don't know that I would do it again, but it was very relaxing. And our friend Ken went with us. His birthday is today. Happy birthday, Ken. So that was his birthday present and Lex's Christmas present at the church. So that's what I have for winter vibes. Since we took pictures with all the lights in the trees, I felt the sparkly lights were wintry because that's usually about all we get around this area. All right, so let's go with laying the pieces out. I'm going to trust that these 3x12s are going to go on the outside no matter what I do. If I have to rotate the page, they could rotate to the bottom and just be 3x12s across the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those down and then lay my other pieces. So, do we have any guesses?
Miss Judy said classical and jazz.
Nope. Because that's what you would think, but that was not what it was. It's 2 particular groups.
Probably the same style.
Do you think they're the same style?
Well,
I will hear them forever differently now.
well, I'm sure.
Yeah, forever differently.
Okay, Betty McMaster said jazz and country.
Okay, not types of music, specific artists. And I will say they're groups. They're not individuals.
So they're groups, well known.
Very well known. It was quite the mixture of worlds. I felt like worlds were crashing. All right, so just like I did before, y'all, I'm laying out what the suggestion is, and then I'm going to see if my pictures will line up right.
Lex, don't give it away.
Oh, is she
didn't. She
okay.
said you never.
Did she?
No, she didn't.
Somebody got it?
Somebody got it.
What'd they say?
Wait, and then Annette, Annette guessed rap and country. That would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
Sue Lombardi got it right.
Ah, she must have seen the ad on Facebook. It was orchestra doing the music of Beatles and Queen.
Yeah. Yay, Sue. Yay, Sue.
Yeah. I might have said that at some point. I don't remember, but
Oh, Miss Betty, that would have been amazing.
what did she say?
Pentatonics and Motley Crue.
Yep, that's pretty
It's
much what it
about-
feels like. So you haven't heard Queen and the Beatles until you have heard them in a candlelight church by 2 violins, cello, and I don't remember what the other thing was. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos are what's showing. I definitely feel like the church needs to be in there. So we might have photos more. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So I think that needs to be in there. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have planned the colors better.
Yeah.
I had no idea these were the pictures I was using. But I love that. The candles. I'm going to have all of these. All right, I'm obviously going to need 2 pages. Right? So maybe I will go with the ones that are going to crop better. Inside. She was inside. Debbie,
Yes.
do you think... No, Kim, think. I was going to talk about doing a flip-flap and to get some extras, but that's not even going to be enough. I think I need 2 pages. I'm gonna need 2 pages of this layout. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so those are gonna be on the second one. Those can be inside. Let's crop some of these down.
Renee said they had that show around here too. I remember the ads.
Yes. So the ads made it seem much more exciting than it was. Like, I'm like, okay, I did it. I don't know that I would pay that much money to do it again, but I'm glad we went. All right, y'all, the adjustment that I am making on this page is that all the pictures on it are 4x4s. I'm going to 4x5s. I think I can make all of my pictures be 4x5 and not feel like I've lost too much. But if I go to 4x4, I will lose more of the trees behind me.
Yes, Miss Sue, it is. She said, is that photo all candles? The one
Yes.
that's at the bottom and down by the punches.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that was down around them. Obviously, we couldn't see it all when we were sitting, but above them, the balcony above them that had the candles, it flickered down the wall. So it
That's
felt
pretty.
like it was moving with the music.
It's so cool what they can do with lighting and
Yes. All right, so this row right here, the top row is gonna actually be 4x4s. And I don't need myself in that. That's a bad picture. Okay. All right, so top row's 4x4, bottom row's 4x5s. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love it. Okay. Get back to my original to look at. So there seems to be a lot of white space right here. I think that will be a good spot to put more journaling. We've got a tag popping out up here. So I will ink this tag and be able to tuck it in. Just stress that a little more than usual, and I'm okay with that. All right, Debbie, you keep them conversing.
they're conversing. They are really, really loving the Midnight Madness format tonight.
This is a good thing, really?
They are motivated and excited.
Okay, so if y'all vote, you want us to keep doing it this way.
They said, I really enjoy it, whether you like this.
Okay, well,
Sandy said, it has me motivated. I'm searching through 300 pictures,
okay,
sorting for pages while watching.
okay. Then y'all got to keep me motivated, and what will motivate me is all of you signing up for our YouTube channel, and if you're only on YouTube, signing up for Scrap Live.
We're excited too.
Can I have my drink? I am thirsty. More excited, but thirsty. Thank you. I hope you also realize that with us, we're always going to keep it real. It is a mess around where I'm working. I'm doing my best to not look like a hot mess. But you know, it is. Decisions. Trying to get the pictures in the order I want them, but we're gonna be fine. All right, Debbie, is it motivating you?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You're going to laugh about this.
Okay.
Miss Judy said, yes, I love it this way. I love the access to how your brain works.
She has told me that before. It's a crazy busy place in there. Debbie, you can tell them, right? You try to have conversations with me that I jump like
She does. She jumps around, but that's what most really amazing creative people do, right, guys?
I mean, I always am like, I'm sorry, I know I'm bouncing. And what is so funny is it took me until just a few years ago. Like, I always blamed Keller's dad for his ADHD.
But
And then a few years ago, I'm like, huh. And Keller will say now, I wonder where I got it. And I'm like, More voices in the head. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, right? This is so cute. Okay, I'll tell you what. By me doing so many pages on air with y'all lately, it's absolutely made me realize I don't need to work so much because I need to be able to get out and take pictures. So Lex, this was a good thing we did. It made me get out and take some pictures.
hey, can we move your cup?
Yep. It's fine. I can go another hour before I take another sip.
No,
I'm just playing. All right, y'all, I'm putting these punches where we showed them, but I might have messed up the lineup because I was trying to keep this picture lined up with this picture. So it means these circles are coming over. On the original, you can see this one was farther and that one was over. I ended up mistakenly, if you want to call it, lining them up this way. So my circles are just coming to this side instead of this side. So it's okay, right? I mean, it's scrapbooking. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, those are top. So I'm going to set those here. These are bottom. Let's set these here. And I'm going to try to get these lined up decently together. All right, Debbie, how are we doing on time?
It is 8:17.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on layout 3?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Why am I surprised? Keller's Creations. Simple. Simple, meaningful, and so dang cute. All right, y'all. I'm trying to make sure these are offset in the same ways and line up. That's the benefit of standing up. Everybody that's been around a while, do you like Life's View as winter? I think it's the first time we've done that. I do. Are Kelly and Bo anywhere around tonight?
I haven't seen them.
All right. All right, in one of these pictures itself makes the pocket. So I did adhesive around the 3 edges so that that can slide in. Okay. All right. Now this one, do I want to go up? I can't decide. I think I want that one to go up even with that one. That makes sense, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here are my bottoms. That sounded funny. All right, they're not going to be able to line up here like I did those. This is going to drive me nuts. They can dang sure line up here. I'm going to do something. I'm going to pull that other one up. You watch.
Miss Sue said she likes Life's View any way you want to do it. It's her favorite.
A lot of our customers say it's their favorite.
Kim said she loves Life's View in general.
It is so versatile.
But around here, the only winter color we have is brown. As in everything dead and brown.
Oh, do you see why I like Herma? So I can move stuff. Come on. Woo! I did it. I did it. Okay. So that's going to make me happier. Okay, that's going to make me happier. Da-da-da-da. Are all the pictures in place? Let's do some circles. I'm going to do some pop dots. I'm going to pop that one. I'm going to pop that one. All right, this other one is down here. Do I want to cover the church with it? I think I'm happier covering that side with the tree. So pop, pop, pop. This one can be flat. All right, everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
I might be changing my mind on some things. I'm holding that a minute till I decide, y'all. All right, the two after this one, I'm super excited about. Well, especially the last one, right? The dream one, the follow your dream. It was a dream of a day, that's for sure. All right. Pop. Pop. Okay. So now my choices are, I definitely think I want that one there. Then I'll decide about that other one. It's okay to change your layups, y'all. Your layouts. Like whatever we suggest, like your pictures, it'll move it around on the embellishment parts especially. But I wanted this there and all that blue sky, which then leaves this one. Oh, I forgot there was adhesive already on it. It's not a visual triangle, but it's kind of fun how they zigzag back and forth. Done. Debbie, I don't know at all if that can be seen on YouTube, but there it is. Y'all, I haven't made this many scrapbook pages in 100 years as I have these last few weeks. All right, the next one up is called Live, Love, Craft. And I did hesitate. I'm putting these extra pictures, by the way, on top of that one because I'll do a second layout to match. All right, but Live, Love, I mean, I have a million scrapbook layouts in my phone or pictures in my phone, but most of them are work related. And I'm like, how do I get around this and it not be work related? So I went back and pulled some pictures that Katie and Wendy and I have taken of each other when we're on air. Debbie, which reminds me, you need to get a picture somehow with both of these in it to mark our first day live on 2 platforms. Simultaneously.
Who are we?
Do you think this is what Elvis felt like when they did the live from Hawaii, the first time anybody to do live all over the world? I mean, it's very similar, right? Mm-hmm. Me on 2 devices and Elvis in 90-something countries at one time. Until Elvis is on my brain because he just had a birthday. All right, Elvis in his 90s. That's a crazy thing to think of. All right, this is the next page. So I'm getting my pieces down where we show them. So I have all these pictures of us live on air, and I love that they're in different places,
Yeah.
right? So we have our green building, we have Boston Marketplace. All right, that's a horizontal. That's a horizontal I can trim down. That's a vertical. There might be a little more room in that one to trim. And that one. And so I need more pictures. That's not gonna happen. This one wasn't live on air, but it was in Thomasville last year, and so it helped me get Lisa and Kim in. So we do this, we're just missing Kelly. All right, so I'm going to 4x4 with this. Kelly, if you're watching, do we have a picture of you with us anywhere, like close to going on air? Wendy's page matches this paper perfectly, the page that she's showing on Facebook. All right, I think I'm gonna do this one to crop down to Matt. Okay, so that got Katie right there. Are we okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to plug this in.
Okay. All right. All right, so instead of cropping this one down to go on this mat, since I'm one photo short, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna line that up and leave it 4x6, but I'm gonna let this mat, like everything, line up as it should. I'll get them even. But a journal box could go here.
Yeah.
And those line up good. And this one is probably the closest to be able to crop to 4x4. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna go to 4x4.5, and I think be happy with it. So I'll get these moved in. Pretty good? Mm-hmm. Yay! You gotta love when they are quick and easy. So when I want to have as many even pieces around as possible, like on here, we show them even around the edges. I'm gonna start with one and work my way across and around. And I think we'll make it happen pretty well. Okay. This is the one that's gonna throw it off, but there might not be as much space between them, and I'm gonna have to be okay with that. All right, the 4x4 that's going on this 6x6 needs to be a pocket to have a tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink another tag and get my circle on it. All right, and that has, I bet I find me some more adhesive for tomorrow. Y'all, we're doing Magical Palooza all day tomorrow, so if you're into Disney projects, we got them for you. I just got done saying this needs to be a pocket, and I put adhesive everywhere. Y'all feel like I'm a big poster child for what not to do. Okay, it's gonna work. All right, I'm starting here and heading over across them both, down and back. We can do this.
I just saw that, Miss Sue.
What did she say?
When I adjusted the camera, now you can see the peanut M&Ms. And she said, hey, Debbie, please hand me a pen. And now do it down, please.
That was me. Debbie went to get us something to drink. I'm like, you can get some M&Ms? She's like, well, I don't know if they have peanut butter over there. I'm like, I know, but get peanut. Well, you know, it's a crop. We got to have M&Ms. So I haven't opened them yet. But you never know. You just never know. All right, I'm going to do this last because, well, no, I'm not. I'm going to go up. It's okay. It's okay. It's my page. It's okay, right? Don't panic. It's okay.
Maybe we could get sponsored by M&M.
I wish. You're like, I really don't want to eat this, but I have to. It's part of my job. Hey, you know, that's the way Keller talks. He got the full-time sponsorship.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
now he's like, I can't wear my other hats. I have to wear. I mean, he wears it everywhere now. He's like, I have to wear as many places as I can. And then this weekend, it's his first time with the bigger group with them.
It's exciting.
It is. Keller's an influencer. Who knew? I'm just like, is it going to make you some money, Keller?
Yeah.
It's already made him some, and it gets him free bats and stuff.
Well, that helps a lot.
Right, when bats are $500. Yeah. He posted like a 30-second or 60-second video on TikTok last night. It had 2,500 views by this morning. I mean, I know there are people that get millions, but I've never gotten 2,500 views on anything. It's like, your little following is growing, Keller.
Miss C said, is a racing sponsor or baseball?
Softball.
Softball.
This is his third deal. It's a higher level one. He had one last year that earned him free stuff. Excuse me. And then he got a partial with this company, and it was supposed to be a whatever level 1 sponsorship for a year. And 3 months in, he had helped sell so many. They're like, we're moving you up to full sponsorship.
Nice.
Yep. Just had to get out of that boy's way for him to find his own way. Those can almost touch and be okay. Tombow, I don't want a sponsorship. If you're watching. M&M's I do. Tombow I do not.
Maybe their markers? I would like some of their markers.
I hear you. Y'all,
Yay!
the girls laugh at me all the time. I'm like, this is such a fun hobby. I forgot. It turned into nothing but a job for a while. All right, I'm going to put the circles where we have them and see if that makes me happy. I think this one will change to this side once I get, this is crooked. Hear it ripping the paper? It's a little crooked. Oh well. Maybe that'll help it look less crooked.
It's tilted.
Like me.
It was on purpose.
All right, this one was here. I mean, that's still okay. It just covers up our camera. And this, am I that crooked everywhere, y'all? I don't want to cover up all of Wendy. Maybe it'll go there. Okay, I'm going to put one flat and pop the rest. This accountability, I can't talk, accountability factor is working for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start shaming you into it too. It'll make us go more places, Debbie.
Yes, it will.
And do more things. All right, do we let them vote? Are we doing part of Magical on YouTube? Maybe just the layouts tomorrow?
Yeah, we can definitely do part of it.
All right, this is going to be where I add a journaling block. If you're going to put circles down to do, like this shows a circle here on a photo. Since I don't have a photo and it's going to do a journaling block, if you want to go ahead and get the circle in place, do it on pop dots like I am so that you can slide the edge up under there. I mean, I guess that would work with a photo too, but I'm pretty happy. Live, love, craft. Da-da-da-da.
Love it. Love it.
I really just have one more?
Yeah.
I saved the best for last, y'all. Aunt Cheryl, if you stumble upon this, the name of this layout is Follow Your Dreams. Uh-oh, let me get my tag back in here. So it's going to be okay to have journaling on 2 spots. Okay. I'm stepping out of view for a second to grab my pieces, to take a sip of my drink, and find where I put that last instruction sheet. There it is. Okay, did I get that? My cup in the way again?
No, it's fine. Just...
All right, so this last page is called Follow Your Dreams. I mean, that can be anything, right? It could be pictures if you're in school and working towards something, if you're building a house, which I hope to be working on soon, if it was my building or whatever. But none of that is far enough that I have pictures yet. And I'm determined to do as many of these layouts on air with y'all just because I need to, for me personally. I mean, yes, it's going to help me business-wise because y'all see some pages being done. But Katie and Wendy are perfect at stepping in to do extra pages. But I was like, what can I do? Well, when David mentioned before he came in October, do you think there's any way we could sneak down to see Dick and Cheryl? Like, he came all the way from Oregon to Savannah and to Thomasville. So it was no easy feat to get to Sarasota and back from here in so little time. But to pull it off, it became my dream right then to pull it off as a surprise. Yeah. Uncle Dick didn't know I was coming, so he was already crying and surprised. And then we brought out David and then Keller. And the fact that we could hide them by this fence at the beach was amazing. It turned in to the silliest, happiest day. And I've done some of these pictures already, but I decided to do some of the, not so perfect ones, all the laughing ones. And to me, it is just follow your dreams. Like, anything can happen. It was during a Midnight Madness 3 years ago that I got a call in the middle of it and had to go off air because Uncle Dick had a heart attack. And he died 3 times that night. And the fact that we have him 3 years later and got to do that, and the day we did that was the anniversary of Papa's funeral. And the last time Uncle Dick, Keller, and David had been together was 14 years ago on that day at Papa's funeral. So, like, all the things mean so much. And Uncle Dick had surgery 2 days ago again and is at home and doing well. So God is so good. And I just today went, I know what pictures I'm going to use for Follow Your Dreams. That's what I'm going to do. All right, y'all, just like that last page where I put the 3x12s down, I usually feel pretty safe gluing pieces like that down, even if I haven't laid the rest of the page out yet. We like to do pieces across the bottom or on the sides that kind of anchor everything when you're going to have some white background showing. So when you go ahead and put these pieces down, even if you have to rotate your page around, it's going to end up being okay. Well, it would be okay if I could see. All right. Even if I have to rotate this, let me get my pictures out of the way so I can do what I say and put my pieces together. So even if I have this, if I had to rotate it, those look okay at the bottom. If I had to rotate it and have those at the top, they look okay at the top. I think I'm going to be okay with them on the sides, but that's why I'm always brave enough to do those. So now I'm going to lay these other pieces in place and then see how it goes from there. All right, and so the rest are pictures. We need 1 vertical and 2 horizontal. That 100% has to be a horizontal. And this has to be a horizontal. Perfect. All right, I want us, that's the only one I'm in because I was taking them all. I want that there for now. So many silly ones. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We're going to line them up and see which ones are croppable. Oh, maybe I want this one. And this one. There's so many choices. That could go to a 4x4. That one needs to stay whole. Right? So if that's a 4x4. Huh. Maybe that goes on another page. 3x4, 3x4, 3x4. There's no way that can be a 3x4. So let's do what we can do. This could be a 3x4. Keller. Silly, silly boy. Or it can be a 3x5. How about 3.5 by 5.5? Yeah? Yes, 3.5 by 5.5 works. What other shape we got? Well, three and a half by 5.5. This one can be a 4. Okay. That's that. We're getting there, boys and girls. Anybody else talking to us, Debbie?
Miss Judy said, I like your different interpretations of the titles. I know you say you make them versatile, but I think too literally. I would never have put that concert on Winter Vibes, but now I'm thinking of doing Disney on Ice on that one.
Yes.
Right before Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, that is perfect. That's better than mine, Miss Judy.
And
Yes.
Sandy said, Follow Your Dreams is telling me this is a Disney page. Just recently got back from Disneyland's 70th anniversary during Christmas time.
I saw when you said you were doing that. I'm quite envious. All right, y'all. These say 3x4s. I don't think I can take these to 3x4s, but I think I can take them to 4x4s, and I might just adjust those somewhere else. We're going to see. I'm going to take Aunt Cheryl a 4x4. Let's go on top of David's bald head first. Sorry, Dee, I didn't say that.
Everyone's got bald heads in those pictures. All the men.
Yes. If I let those touch each other, I think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm just going to have to trim it a little. Or where else could they be? Maybe they just go higher.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll work on that in a minute. Y'all go out the way. All right, dilemma. This definitely doesn't look like a typical picture to go to 4x4, right? And when you're wondering, is it possible before you cut into it, pick up another 4x4 and cover. And so you can see, well, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I'm okay with that, okay? I'm okay losing that and that. But it doesn't look like you could lose that much when you just look at it this way, okay?
Right.
So again, I'm gonna go right above David and Brian's bald heads. You know, Keller likes when he doesn't look as bald because he kept his hat on. Oh, I love this so much. Now, it might be better. Nope. Looking where I have the most space. Because I think I'm going to be able to do this then. You know what I mean?
That's a good tip, Miss Judy. She said, a hint I just learned, when you're trying to get stuff in line across both pages of the layout, tape the two background pages together with washi tape to keep them in place
For
evenly.
moving. Yeah. Do you see that I'm always adjusting mine? Did that make you think I need to tell Kim that? Eric taught me that years ago.
That's a good
It is. But I always grab them and at least try to set them there when you're trying to line them up. It makes a big old difference. Okay. That's everything except a tag out of here, which I will go ahead and ink it in case I want to put it up there. But since we only have these two little notch pieces for embellishing, remind me of that. I don't know that that's my favorite spot. So I'm going to glue these down and then play with some options on these. These may turn smaller for me, or they may end up going on the outside. Oh, they can't. Oh. Okay. Let me rotate that. Keep your stripes going the same direction, boys and girls. All right, I'm going to make a decision on those. I'm going to start with my title and work out from there. Maybe I'll do that washi tape thing more when I find all of my supplies.
Good idea.
Y'all, I worked what felt like 100 hours today and got so much done. And now look what I've done. I've gotten 5 layouts done.
I know.
Or 4.5. Because I gotta find those other pictures.
And kicked off live on YouTube.
Whoop whoop.
We're moving forward, boys and girls.
Is this where, y'all, one of the main reasons we're doing this is because, I mean, besides wanting to connect with new people, Facebook takes our videos down, right? And YouTube won't. So we get 30 days on Facebook, and especially the technique-driven classes, we want to be able to leave those up for y'all. So exciting. Getting this done. This page makes me so happy. I really think this has gotten worse for me with my eyesight.
Probably.
Between my balance and my vision. Okay. Y'all, this is why we scrapbook, right?
Yeah.
God, those priceless pictures.
So remember. That's my word this year. Did I tell you that?
No, remember?
Remember.
Hmm. Well, you know mine is joy.
I know.
Did Lex tell you what hers is?
No.
Dance.
I love
She was dancing around in here yesterday, and Keller always giggles when she starts dancing.
Yeah.
And Keller and I are knee deep in work conversation, and he points, and she's over in the corner just to go. And then he was like, "You're dancing again," and she said, "I decided that's my word for the year." We were like, "Oh, that's perfect."
Oh, I love it.
All right, are y'all bored silly watching me do pages? I'm glad it motivated you, but did anybody learn anything? And Debbie, can people interact with us while we are live on YouTube?
They can.
Or are we only having comments on Facebook?
Well, our comments are on Facebook, but I mean, I left a comment on YouTube, and somebody did say hi, Kim.
Okay, perfect.
Actually, they were our very first comment. Maybe they deserve
Deserve a door prize? Okay.
I'm not sure who it is, though.
Y'all that are watching on both places, comment on YouTube some so that other people will know it's okay to comment on there. We want to interact on both, and we will draw door prize winners from both.
And please do like on YouTube, because that pushes the algorithm.
Like and share if you
Yes.
can, but you have to subscribe to our channel to be able to do that. We will get a thing of new subscribers, a list of that. I may just pick some of y'all to win prizes too, because it helps us out more than you know. All right, this tag.
She said her word is do it.
Okay. Not motivation, inspiration. Do it.
Kim Lander said I learned how to put you on the big screen.
No. Y'all, I am big enough. I don't need to be on y'all's big screens. Heck, I don't care. Y'all know I'm fat. It's fine. All right.
I'm not sure how, Miss Ruth. I'm not sure how to say her last name. I don't want to mispronounce it.
Okay.
She said, is there a specific kind of ink that won't smear? I end up with ink everywhere.
Okay. If you are, that's a great question. And now that I've put everything, oh no, maybe I can show you on this one. Okay. So if you are doing regular paper, cardstock or printed paper that feels like this, you can ink it and set it down and it'll dry pretty quick. Anything with a slick feel, okay? Like these papers, like our titles, ink them and set them aside 15, 20 minutes. Now, those are the rules I use on the inks that I use. This is water-based dye ink. So dye inks dry faster. I use a hardtop one so it's not as gushy and doesn't get as much ink on there, okay? Pigments are definitely permanent, but they need a little bit longer to dry. But anything with a slick surface, you're gonna have to let it dry a few minutes. So that's why I inked these before we came on air. So probably 20 minutes or so, but you can see I can rub these now and it's not getting ink anywhere else. Another thing, if you noticed when I've been picking up my white cardstock, I've been picking it up and turning it one way or the other. The rough edge I'm putting down. Well, if I have inked stuff and I need to start laying out my page and I don't know if it's dry yet, I put the rough side up and move my pieces around. So ink smudges would be on here, right? And that gives me a few more minutes to let them dry and quit smudging off. And then when I'm ready to adhere, I flip it back to the right edge, because you always want the smooth edge of things up. And no matter how you cut paper, whether it's them cutting it at the mill for me, whether we're doing it with a paper trimmer or something, one edge is always just a little bit rougher. All right. I said I was going to make decisions on these two pieces, and this is going to be the highest pressure thing of tonight. First of all, I just keep looking at these pictures and I get so happy. The stripes need to go the same way as these. If that wouldn't cover David, I kind of like it connecting the two pages there. Oh, that one would work. Okay. That one might go right there. That one really makes me happy. All right, I'm trying to see. I think I can get 2 punched out of this. I hope I don't regret this. I can get 2 out.
You can do it.
I can do it. Okay, so I got 2 out of one of my snips. All right, here's an inking situation because I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and ink these and let them sit for a minute or 2 while I deal with this piece. Okay. All right, so for this guy, I need to adhere it here first. So I'm going to put adhesive on the page here. Get a little bit more on there. And I'm going to put that down up against the picture. And then I'm going to flip it over to cut.
Ooh, Anita says, working on your review from 12 Hour Properly, we got 4 layouts glued down.
Yay!
And that was from YouTube. They're all commenting on YouTube now.
I love y'all.
I know. You're great.
All right. So I'm adding ink where I had cut. So I'm just going to be careful just to put it right where it needs to go. Okay. I also always have on Yucky jeans when I scrapbook so that I can wipe the ink on my fingers off on my jeans. All right, Miss Judy, I'm doing my best without washi tape. Oh, I love that. That made me happy. All right, so we're going to pop dot a couple circles. And that means they're not going to be really touching the page. They're going to get ink on my fingers because I just inked them a few minutes ago. But they're going to be up on these pop dots and not touching the page. So I have a visual triangle already with the striped paper. Now I need to decide where I think these circles will go best. I feel like I want one somewhere on the title. And then, let's see. I feel like there's more color on this page, so I'm going to do them over here. They need to go side to side horizontal. So, how about I not fall down? I'm using the stripes in the paper to see if it's even with the title. I'm going down here because this corner's kind of washed out. I love it so much. I told y'all I saved the best for last. I need a round of applause for myself. I did 5 layouts.
Yes, you did.
So excited. That's what comes in a Midnight Madness kit, y'all. 5 double page layouts, a make and take. This week you get a free download, which is better than a single make and take because you can make 100. You get a door prize, and anybody that signs up for Midnight Madness ahead of it, your door prize is a $5 gift certificate to shop with, and you get free shipping. I think, I'm thinking it's around $40, 42. Maybe it's 42 and 40 if you sign up for auto draft. It is one of the best things we do. Midnight Madness, 5 years running strong, now on YouTube, now on, as always, on Scrap Live. But by doing it close up on YouTube and live on Scrap Live like this, you get the best of both worlds. But now, if you order a kit after the fact or don't get to work on yours for a while, the video will always be up on YouTube, okay? Unless we pulled it down for some reason. So you can always refer back to how to make this. But it's like hanging out with your friends at a crop on Friday night and getting pages done. If you haven't tried Midnight Madness, please do so. We do it every month on the third Friday of the month. Debbie, I'm going to let you sign us off of both of these.
Okay.
Y'all, if you're on YouTube, join us back on Scrap Live. What time is it? Let's see.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on the dot?
Yeah.
I did 5 layouts in an hour and a half and all that talking. I'm just going to be excited all over the place tonight about everything. I feel so accomplished. We're going to come back on here on Scrap Live at 9:15. I want to talk about the flash sales, and then y'all both devices, both platforms, come to Scrap Live at 10 o'clock tonight and look for the sketch challenge. We will post a sketch, and everybody that makes a layout with that sketch, with your supplies, our supplies, whatever you got, by 5 p.m. Sunday, we'll pick somebody to win a door prize. Well, not just a door prize, a gift certificate, so you can go shop with, okay? So y'all meet us back on Scrap Live at 9:15 Eastern Time in just a few minutes. Thanks, y'all.